there's two levels of, like you were saying, censorship now is a story trying to quash. Like, not only is it this level of the people that run the world, the 12 families, the bloodlines that are in control of the monetary system of the liberal economic order, whoever they are. There's that level of people playing with Jeffrey Epstein. Then there's the American government, which doesn't have to take the bullet for this one. It's not the American government's responsibility to take the heat for Epstein. Epstein was a global consortium. This whole thing, the U.S. government, like, I don't blame them for not wanting to like bear the brunt of this, but at the same time, Cash looked like, or Dan Bongino looked like he was in a hostage situation. I think that they came to him. People think that these people are like video game villains or like movie villains that aren't real, but I think he was approached and they're like, if you tell people what is going on, we're going to kill your family. And not just your immediate family, your entire bloodline. And we're going to choose when they die, and we're going to choose how and this is called a blood vendetta. It doesn't ever go away. Your family lineage will be wiped out. And if you tell anyone that we told you this, your family lineage will be wiped out.
I don't think that happened, but
I don't know, but I'm just like, I'm done acting like they exist and then living in cognitive dissonance. Like,
I mean, so there's two principal probabilities based on what we know. And that is, Trump went in and said, haha, Prince Andrew, what a great stand-up guy. Let's get him off the hook and all my Epstein buddies, hoo-hoo. Or he said, oh, crap, they've got me by the balls and I have no choice. Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't have any sense as to whether or not they're telling the truth. I know that everything looks suspicious as hell, and that's why I'm hoping for more answers I'm hoping they'll release more information, and hopefully there are some answers there. But just because I don't know doesn't mean that I think that, you know, Cash and Dan Bongino are now a part of the conspiracy.
Right. The Maxwell thing, I'm going to call it the Maxwell files. Everyone plays with Jeffrey Epstein. He was one of her guys. It's the Maxwell, her dad, Robert Maxwell. Like, they are the ones at the center of this. And they're a blackmail operation. So it doesn't surprise me that Cash and Dan were blackmailed. Like, that's what they do. The Trump is being blackmailed. That's very likely. Or I shouldn't say it's very likely. It is probabilistic in that it is a blackmail ring that they're trying to break. And now they're being blackmailed. That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that there's actual evidence of any.
No, I don't think there's any. Not that I've ever seen.
You know, people look at this and they'll say, "Oh, well, your theory is totally wild. It's so far out there." But what breeds that is the fact that, you know, we all feel like, and rightfully so, that we're being totally lied to. You know, it's probably the most brazen lie I feel like I've heard out of this administration so far, and I hate to say that. You know, we got to the point where, you know, when was Bondi lying? Was it when she was on Fox News 15 times, or is it now? You know, it's one or the other. It doesn't go, well, you can't say you have all these files on your desk, you have all these videos, all this information, and this binder is only phase one, and we're going to release so much more, and then say, oh, well, poof, no, it doesn't exist. None of it exists. And this issue is not going away. As much as they think that this is just another piece of news where it's just people are going to forget about it and move on, I'm telling you, if they don't explain themselves and they're not transparent about this process, what made them close the case? What made them decide they're not going to release any information? This is going to be a stain on the administration if they don't act on it.
Last night, the conversation came up that if it were revealed and it completely destroyed the world order, like the Saudi princes, the Russian magnates, all the Chinese bureaucrats, all the people that were involved in this somehow turn on the people that released the data, the American government, and then they blacklist, they stop working with them. Just fucks up the entire order. Would you be the one to pull the trigger? Would you release the files if there was not only, it's not gonna, like, what would it solve?
We're talking about child rapists, because the fact that none of these people are being held accountable is the reason that they're going to continue. This stuff is still happening. It's still happening. So my concern, and it's going to, I think it's going to be enabled more if you don't do anything about it and there's no consequences.
I totally disagree with that. The idea that if you don't hold them accountable, it will only produce more. Even if you hold them accountable, there will be more. For all of human history, wealthy people, powerful people have taken advantage of children or taken advantage of their positions of power and broken the law. So the idea that that this would solve that, no. It would.
If it prevents one child from being raped, it's worth doing.
It would be justice for the people that actually have broken the law, and that's good. That's something that we should go for. But there are a lot of people that are like, oh, this will fix everything. This will not fix anything. There will just be a new crop of people doing disgusting things.
That's what I was thinking, is if you remove the people the positions that are still there functioning, and if you put new people into those positions, that
Yes,
that
but we're
behavior.
not. We're talking about a CEO. Okay, if there's a CEO of a company and he gets fired, you put a new CEO in, he's going to be functionally doing the same thing. But if there is a CEO is a pedophile and you remove him and you put a CEO there who's not a pedophile, then you've gotten rid of the pedophile. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.